Hey friendo, Steve here. It's Thursday. That means yesterday was new comic book day. That means it's my favorite day of the week. And I got a couple of new picks for you. But first, of course, donutcomics.com. Go check it out. I got my brand new Homework Volume 1. It's like a little short story. It's got some little sketchbook in it of my shit. And if you order it on my website, you get my little Etsy store. You can get it comes with like a little print and a little sketch that I do, all for 20 bucks. I think that's a fair price. Whatever. If you don't want it, that's fine. I don't really care. It's there if you want it. I got plenty of copies. On to what's new this week. 3 new number ones. And that's all I really wanted. I didn't get anything that was like a number 2 or number 3 or so on and so forth down the line. My first one was a really, really cool book. It's from EMPRESS. They put out lots of good stuff. It's called THROB. Number 1. It is by Christopher Sabella, Robert Wilson IV, and Nick Filardi on colors. And it's about a chick who gets a heart transplant, and she ends up sort of meeting the guy maybe that gave her the heart transplant in sort of a weird symbiotic ghost supernatural type relationship. It's really cool. The artwork is really, really good. It fits the story really, really well. The writing is really, really sharp. The character is a really well-written, fleshed out character. You don't get that a lot in fiction these days, but Heartthrob does that very, very well. I'm very interested to see where this is going to go because it sort of sets up like a little cliffhanger at the end and gives you sort of a oh shit moment. Like, oh shit, what's going to happen now? So it's really cool. Oni puts out nothing but good products, so check it out. The next one I picked up from Icon, which is like Marvel's imprint that keeps big names happy. And it's from Mark Miller, of course, from Kick-Ass, Jupiter's Legacy, and the Jupiter's franchise. He did a Frank Quietland, and now he's doing Chris Sprouse, I think. Anyways, everybody knows Mark Miller. Everybody knows who he is. Him and Stuart Immonen, who's been around for a while, great artist, has something called EMPRESS. EMPRESS #1 that's out. And it's really cool. It's Mark Miller. He's always really good at setting up these really high concept things. I mean, look, these days he kind of publishes comics that are like meant to be movies. And this is no different. This could definitely be a movie. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. It's really cool. It's a sci-fi story sort of set on Earth a really long time ago before we even knew, didn't know that there were other people on Earth. And it's a sci-fi sort of techno society, but dinosaurs are running around. And it's a chick who's tired of her husband and decides to up and leave. But it turns out that he's like this sort of dark side ruler type guy. And she's just like, I'm out of here. And she takes her little bodyguard and leaves with him. And it's really cool. I'm really interested to see where this goes. I don't know how long it's supposed to run. It says issue 1. Doesn't say how many it's going to be. Maybe somebody out there knows. Who knows? It's really cool. Check it out. And finally, I picked up House of Penance #1 from Dark Horse. Peter J. Tomasi, Ian Bertram, and Dave Stewart. This is a really cool little book. It's a period piece, set like 1900. Lots of weird shit happening here. Don't really understand everything, but then I'm not the smartest chap in the world. It has sort of, I don't know, these like cannibals or zombies or what the hell these are. But it's cool. The artwork is really interesting. It reminds me of like a really dark sort of almost gothic version of like the Nick on Cinemax, which I'm a huge fan of. It's very much a period piece, and it's really cool. It's hard to explain. It's sort of like a gothic horror. I don't know if you call it gothic or not. A period horror piece kind of thing. Lots of blood, lots of shooting. But really dense and really cool. I really like this book. I want to see where this is going to go next, so I'm going to check out the next one. Anyways, that's everything I picked up this week. I'm going to try to do these more regularly. I know I didn't do one last week and maybe the week before that, but I got a lot on my plate. I'm trying to do more stuff for this channel. I want to do more art stuff. I want to do more gaming stuff. I want to do more of everything, but it's really hard to find the time. So that's my story. I'm sticking with it. So yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know what I was just saying right there. I'll talk to you guys later.